My name is Maureen Henry, and I first started at Ohio State in 2016. I was an analyst in university advancement, and I moved from university advancement to here in OTDI in 2021, and I am a senior business intelligence platform administrator. So what that means is that I work with Tableau Server, which is a data visualization tool. Data visualization first, I think, is probably one of those terms that people think they may know, but they don't know. It is a way to graphically communicate information and insights to people. So instead of thinking of a spreadsheet with lots of columns and rows where you're trying to figure out what it's telling you, data visualization allows you to quickly glance at it and say, oh, okay, this is what I need to know. And then you're able to go from there. So Tableau is one data visualization tool that we offer at Ohio State. It started as part of the Enterprise project back in mid-2010s, but Tableau actually didn't go live until late 2018, early 2019. So with Tableau, it is a suite of products that we offer at the university, and it can be everything from Tableau Server with how you share information. So that means that anyone with the correct permissions can see the right data that they need to see. And it also includes being able to build those visualizations, which is Tableau Desktop. And then it is also an ETL tool. So you're able to manipulate the data and clean it accordingly to do what you want to do, whether that's within the Tableau service or with something else for advanced insights, any data cleaning, machine learning, AI. Tableau is integrated from everything from Workday, which touches on our HR and finance customers within the units, to the ODS. So student data is able to be pulled in there, to different SQL databases across campus. So there are groups such as A&P, FAES, University Advancement that have their own SQL databases that Tableau can connect to, all the way to things such as web data connectors for Jira, if you're using that for project management, or Google Analytics BigQuery. So it's a very wide range, and it can be anything from on-prem to the cloud to something as simple as having Microsoft Access or Microsoft Excel on your computer, and you can connect to it with Tableau. Essentially, if it's data, Tableau can connect to it. We are a team of 2. We were a team of 8, and we have decreased. Meanwhile, while our user base has grown and continues to grow. So I am proud of the continual growth that we've had, and that we continue to see year over year. I'm also proud of our resources in our training program. Through my work presenting and talking to other institutions, Ohio State has the most comprehensive training and documentation for Tableau across higher education, which now has allowed us to have the resources out there so that people can learn and follow best practices. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Tableau was the university's reporting tool of choice, so we used it for internal reporting with the president and the provost and then different leadership across the university. We also used it externally facing, and that means that anybody could go on to the COVID-19 website and see what our data was around testing, positive cases, and see those trends so that they can make data-driven decisions around their own health. We also have used our Tableau public site to help with changes in GRE requirements for advisors so that people are able to see what the equivalent is as things have changed here at the university. And then we're also using it for a variety of purposes, such as with facts.osu.edu, so around benchmarking at the university, which is publicly available. And then having that information available, I think, is key when you're making decisions, especially, when you think of all the other consequences that could play into it around student debt or anything. So data visualization is here to stay, and people love being able to quickly understand and interact with data. And what's the saying, data's the new oil? Data's not going away. And if we're going to pivot towards AI or start to incorporate those things, data is going to play a very critical role, both in understanding the sourcing to the governance of that. And I think that Tableau and having a strong data community could play a big piece in that.